Alright, so tonight I'm making super delicious dinner. It's gonna be super keto, super, oh my god, I can't wait to eat it. Okay, so let me just get to what I'm making. So I'm making, this is a 6-ounce filet, fresh salmon, 6 ounces, really nice color on it. Smells like watermelon, so it's super fresh. I have a 3-ounce lobster tail here. Then I'm gonna crack in the middle, throw back some of the shell, clean it, and I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil and put it in the oven to cook with this. So I'm gonna roast this. Then I have my vegetables. This is a package I got from Publix. I didn't want it pre-cut because I like to cut my own stuff, but they're being asses and they cut it up for me. Well, they didn't know it was coming, but you know what I mean. So this is a pound. What was a pound? Zucchini, yellow squash, and red bell pepper mixed together. I'm going to use about a cup of it tonight. I have my fitness palette to give you the carbs, but it's not going to be hardly any carbs, so we're good with that. These don't have no carbs. The seasoning I'm going to use is very simple. We're going to use garlic, black ground pepper, and salt for the vegetables. All of it is going to get drizzled with this. And then I'm going to make a compound butter, very simple, with some tarragon, minced garlic, and some butter right there for the fish and the lobster. So after I get all that prepared, we're going to put it in the oven on this pan at 375 for about 15-20 minutes. So there it is, and let's go. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my compound butter. I'm going to add my tarragon, my minced garlic. Fresh garlic is always best, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to use this. Spice World. It's decent. It's in, I believe it's in water, but it doesn't matter. It smells really good, so it smells good, so that's good. So this is 4 tablespoons, of butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm it up with my hands. Not my hands, I just wash them. So warm it up in my hands until it gets soft. You could also put it in the microwave, but it may melt a little bit too much. So you just want to warm it up with your hands enough, or it's like Play-Doh, I guess you could say. And then you can add your garlic and whatever spices you're going to make to your butter to it. And if you want to make a big bunch of it, you could actually make a big heap of this, roll it up in like parchment paper, and then on the outside put saran wrap, make it into like a log, and then you can freeze it and then put it in your freezer and cut off pieces as you need it. But for right now, I intend on using this whole thing. So let me get warmed up with both my hands. Alright, so I warmed up the butter with my hands, made it into a ball, and I put about a tablespoon of the minced garlic, and then I put about, I want to say, 1.5 teaspoons of the tarragon. The tarragon is pretty strong, so we're going to try to tread lightly with that, but you can always use as much or as little seasoning as you want when you're making your own compound butter. This is what we're going to work with for right now. So I'm going to mix it up, and there's my compound butter. You see all the garlic in there, the tarragon mixed in, the little bit of water, that's just from the garlic because it's in water here, but nice and mixed up evenly. And now I'm going to prep my lobster tail. Alright, so I just cleaned my lobster tail. As you can see, I loosened up the shell on the sides, and I cleaned out the vein. There were no eggs in this, so it must have been a male, so we're good with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of that compound butter in here, and I'm going to put this back on top, and cook it. Wrap it up in a aluminum foil. That is gonna be so good. Oh my god. All right, so I put my compound butter right down the middle of this lobster tail. I'm gonna put this over it like that. Kind of push it in just a bit. And then I got my aluminum foil here. I'm gonna wrap it up and put it on my little cookie sheet pan over here, and it's gonna steam inside of this aluminum foil. And all that butter goodness is just gonna, yeah. Here's our lobster tail right here inside this homemade pouch. The edges are very much tightly sealed. All ends are sealed tightly, so whatever moisture is in here is going to keep it from drying out. And there should be plenty of that from the butter, so we're going to put it over here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. One of these places on this cookie sheet. Alright, now I'm going to put my salmon on my cookie sheet. Oh, it looks so pretty. Nice and thick. 6 ounces with the skin on. I like the skin on. I like the flavor with the skin. I don't really care for it without skin, so we're going to put it on the cookie sheet. Now I'm going to put some compound butter on here to melt underneath while it's cooking. This will help it not stick. I mean, I put some Pam on the pan, but I still want that flavor on the bottom part, so we're gonna put some under there. As you can see, it's right there. Yeah. All right, so I put some more compound butter on the fish. Now I know what you're probably thinking, that shit's gonna melt off, and what's the point? Well, I have some more, and then I can baste it. You know, maybe after 10 minutes, look in there, baste it a little bit. And then I have my zucchini, yellow squash, red bell pepper. I drizzled the extra light olive oil on here. Then sprinkle some salt, garlic powder, and fresh crushed black pepper. So we're going to put this in the oven, 375 with the lobster tail, for about 15 minutes and then check it. So yeah. Alright, I just took it out of the oven.
From what I do hear about him, he sounds a little like you.
Yes. The skin is going to be so crispy. My vegetables are nice. They're still firm. I'll open this up in a second. I'm going to let it cool off just for a minute because the salmon is a little bit of carryover cooking, but it should be good. Alright, so this is the finished product. We actually got a little bit of brown butter off of the
I think she's waking up from a nap.
Cookie sheet, but
She is certainly going to want to
this
get
is
up
it. We got some
and stretch those legs.
caramelization on the vegetables. Very nice. This lobster tail is not that big, so
On the low side of normal.
of course it's not going to
Well, it's not a problem unless we see a
be
growth
that big when I
drop,
take
so
it
we're
out.
good.
It's only 3
We'll
ounces,
just
but
have you in for an ultrasound next week and keep
there
an
it
eye on
is.
Hey. Oh man, he would knock away the